recording.
Hi, everybody. My name is Angela Pattison, and I'm here with Deborah, and Deirdre will be sharing too tonight. We are really excited to share some of our personal stories, what these products have done, how they work, and how you can get to be basically your healthiest version of yourself. So I guess I'm gonna ask you to share first, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna ask Deborah to share her testimony first, and then we'll see if Deirdre's ready to share and talk about the products and how they work. And then I'll jump on at the end.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming tonight. I really appreciate you taking the time to jump on and hear our stories and learn more about the products. Like Angela said, my name is Deborah, and I have been with Plexus for about 7 months now. And my story begins on a farm, once upon a time. So I have a farm with my husband, and we've been here for 7 years and work very hard every day. And a couple months ago, I noticed that I was starting to get pain in my feet. And it began just sort of like, I actually thought I had jumped off the back of the truck funny and landed and maybe did something to my feet. But as it got worse, the pain started shooting into my toes. In the morning when I would get up, they would be so swollen, I would actually have to walk on the sides of my feet. It went into my hands. My hands began to swell. And at that point, I just decided something's going on. I don't really know what's happening. So I did go to my PCP and found out that I had osteo and rheumatoid arthritis, which was a real shocker because, I mean, we eat fairly well. I'm very busy on the farm. I do a lot of things. So it was pretty surprising. And during that time, actually my friend Angela was over our house for a meeting, and I overheard her talking about some supplements that she was using and was actually helping the pain in her arm and her wrist. And she'll share that too in a little bit. But because I was in such pain, I decided to really just go for it. I said, hey, whatever you're using, I want to try too. And in the meantime, I actually ended up at my rheumatologist, and he wanted to put me on some medicine for the pain. And I told him that at that point I had started using Plex. I think I had only been on the supplements for
Oh, I think she froze. It's not me, right, guys? That's them. Okay. I see Natasha moving her head. Well, I know she was. Wait a minute. I know they went and she had a whole bunch of medicine they wanted to put her on. And she was like, no, I don't really want to do medicine. And then she got on the Triplex. She definitely used the E's. I'm telling her whole story for her. But yeah, amazing. I mean, she was not able to grip things. She wasn't able to walk.
2 weeks.
Weeks. Deborah, you there?
Sick. Yep. Can you hear me?
You guys froze. After you went to the doctor, you're still frozen. I think. Do you want me to jump in? Okay.
Okay. I could pull my phone up on here too.
Yay, technology. All right, why don't I'll go ahead and share my story, and then she can finish up when you guys unfreeze. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, wait, there you are. Can you guys move, or you're still frozen? Okay. Thanks for being patient, y'all. All right, so I'll go ahead and share my story while they're figuring out our love, dislike of technology. It's a blessing when it works. All right, so we actually got introduced to Plexus because my husband had IBS for decades, and he we had tried a lot of things, Western medical. He had 2 colonoscopies before he was 32. He had, oh my gosh, they put him on different types of medication that actually made it worse. And so we'd done a lot of things naturally. We tried a lot of prescription probiotics, different types of probiotics. Oh, hi. Just mute yourself. You're all good. And so what happened was he had gotten to the lowest point with his IBS, and he was basically bedridden for 3 months. So we had tried a lot of things. I just didn't know how to get back his quality of life. So a friend reached out about Plexus. Fast forward about 3 years, I had been researching about gut health, and everything sort of lined up with what I was looking for. And I was like, maybe this is the answer. Finally. But the 60-day money back guarantee got my eye because we tried so many things. So I jumped in, but I actually started sharing right away because I knew everyone had a gut, man, woman, child, and dogs and cats and all the things that God created. And come to find out, a lot of people also did not feel their best. So, got back my husband's quality of life. We did end up on food stamps and Medicaid. Fast forward 3 years, and I just from sharing and really caring about others and being willing just to trust the process and help others, hit this first 6-figure rank in the company. And they're super generous, y'all. I just got like a random Christmas gift from Plexus Corporate. I was like, thank you, because I was saving my kids today. This means a lot to me. And I didn't even know. So I just want to say they're like super generous and just great. They're really good quality company. And so that has enabled us to be able to retire my husband as a pastor. We're looking at starting a home church in the new year. Just being able to pay for all the things that, inflation and things are doing during this time of life, and being able to get things that I had never imagined being able to afford our kids before for Christmas was really cool. So it helped my husband. It's helped us financially. For my oldest, she actually had allergies and food allergies. So I took the Triplex, dosed it to her body weight. Fast forward 2 years, she took her in to get her blood work. The pediatrician said her blood work was the cleanest she had seen in her 20 years of practice. What was I doing? She had no allergies. She was able to start eating things, which is really great for a kid. It's really stressful when they're like, can I touch it? Is it okay? So if she gets exposed to peanuts or accidentally eats one, I just give her a bio cleanse. Obviously, I have her on all the other things too, but it just helps her body sort of readjust and we move on. So just such a blessing for me. I just had a baby. So amazing for hormones, y'all. For all the ladies out there, let them know this has been hands down the best. Going on almost 4 years. Just a huge testimony in that. No PMS, like that moodiness, the hangry girls, gentlemen, all those on here. It's just a huge blessing. Got rid of inflammation, brain fog, really helped my memory. And I actually sleep better. I always had trouble sleeping. I even remember as a kid, come to find out it's in gut health and balanced blood sugar. And that's what actually Plexus helps address, those 3 root issues: inflammation, balanced blood sugar, and gut health. And when you do that synergistically together, it is amazing what happens for the body when you use the things of the earth that God created and plug it into his design. So think the design outside that grows to nourish us, we take it and we plug it in. And what does it do? It helps nourish and help that design work optimally and start to heal itself. That's what our bodies are designed to do. And so I just love that because with our current just way we live, our modern diet, our stress level, even kids deal with a certain amount of stress these days, especially these days. And so, and medications and just the quality of our food, like it's just not as nutritious as it used to be. That really supplementation is a huge key to integrating into helping have optimal health and overcome any health struggles. So I'll jump right in real quick to just what that looks like. You've probably heard of what's called the Triplex. And so we have the Slim. I talked about balanced blood sugar. You've probably heard the pink drink. And so what that does is it helps balance your blood sugar. It helps you either gain or lose weight. It's doing whatever your body needs needs to balance. Really, they should have named it Balance, but Slim is a great name too. So it helps, you'll see, help with irritability, poor sleep, the sugar cravings, the hangry that I talked about. And what's really cool about this is it has prebiotics in it that helps the beneficial bacteria grow by 300 times. It has antioxidants in it. It helps that master hormone. I talked about hormones, insulin, which affects all other hormones. And so when you balance that hormone, you are now making all the other hormones come into balance. And so it's just, you see an amazing thing happen. So we have 2 flavors, the microbiome activating, sorry, I left my water in the other room. Water is really important, y'all. And hunger control, which basically that doesn't have a prebiotic in it, but it helps keep you fuller longer. All right. And then, so we have our dynamic duo. After that, you have the probiotic. It's called Probio 5. The reason it's unique and unlike anything else on the market is because it has 2 things added in with the beneficial strains of bacteria that are anti-inflammatory. Not all strains are anti-inflammatory, but these are, and that's why you see people like my husband with IBS. It really helps soothe and help rebuild that gut and help it heal. So it has digestive enzymes and an antifungal. And when you do that, it helps get rid of the bad bacteria and helps put the good in. So what happens is everyone's born with a little bit of yeast, and doctors, scientists have figured out that we're born with it to help us decompose us when we die. Well, what happens is our modern day, diet, medications knock off that balance, and it starts basically digesting us before we die. And so pokes microscopic holes in the lining of your gut. That's where the term leaky gut comes from. And so what this goes in is it cracks the outer shell of that yeast that is trying to decompose us, opens it up, because that shell is actually as hard as a cockroach. So you have to have something. Like if you've noticed, if you take a probiotic and you it's like throwing good grass seeds at weeds, and they sort of just laugh and the grass seeds die. So then, it's really just a super powerful, think of weeding and then seeding. And so it goes in, it cleans out the bad guys. And then you have your dynamic duo friend called BioCleanse. It's not a colon cleanse, it's a cleanse on a cellular level. So this is magnesium supplement. It is an oxygenated form. So when it goes into the blood, the stomach, it goes into the bloodstream, starts scrubbing on a cellular level, removing viruses, bacteria, fungi. And so that's why it's great, just reducing inflammation body-wise. You get, and that's one piece that really helped with the allergies with us. What you see with both of those combined, you'll see a boost in your immune system. You'll see better sleep, regular BMs. You'll see cleaner cells. You'll see a better digestion. And it's just really amazing because of how it helps. So think of it like BioCleanse. Probio 5 is like cleaning the toilet, and BioCleanse is like helping flush it. You can think of your whole body in that respect. And then we have another thing called X Factor Plus. It just is a multivitamin that is fully methylated, which is bioavailable for people. And it's different than most others because it has an aloe base. So it helps you absorb everything 300 times more, which is amazing because most of us are deficient in almost all of the vitamins and minerals, especially minerals. Minerals are huge for just your cells working right and being able to repair. So what you see, this actually specifically helps with hormones and menopause, helps with energy, and it'll actually help you absorb everything you're taking 300 times more. So it's a great, great thing that helps add in. So I want you to understand, natural healing is not a quick fix. It takes 90 days for your cells to regenerate. And when you see that, you see big improvements. You'll see little things, but it's like you're scratching at the surface. Just think how long it's taking you to get where you are now. And so you want to allow that time. You don't want to go in and shift gears real fast and make your body be like, what in the world's going on? You want to help it go in the natural flow and rhythm that God designed to return to that balance. And so really time, consistency, water, and then just figuring out the right dose for you is super key. So we also have skincare, nutrients, kids lines, and things to help, especially anti-inflammatory. And I'll let Angela share a little bit about that because that is part of her story. And then Deborah, you can finish up at the end because Ease helped her as well. So yay. Oh, hold on. Wait. I got to unmute you. Go ahead and unmute.
Hi. Okay. Hopefully I will not freeze this time. So I started in March, y'all. I'm going to make my testimony, quick and condensed here. But basically, I grew up an athlete, was into health and wellness my whole life. But because of antibiotics, I had some gut issues, candida, and nothing was getting to it. No matter what probiotics I've done, clean eating, cutting out sugar, cutting out dairy, cutting out wheat, I still had struggles with my gut and inflammation. And it began to get worse as I was older after babies. And y'all can exactly what you were saying about the hangry and the hormonal imbalance and all that. I had those things, the brain fog, like crazy, acid reflux, like things like that began to be an issue off and on. And it got worse as I've gotten older. And then workouts were hard for me to do because I was getting joint aches and discomforts. My elbows were hurting in my shoulder and all kinds of stuff. Well, anyway, I'm going to fast forward to January. I hit a wall to the point where I was like, I'm normally going to keep doing something anyway. And so like, I'm just going to keep working out, even if I have the pain issues, and I'm going to keep on doing stuff and it's fine. I'm going to get over it. But I hit a wall because I got esophagitis. Something was stuck in my throat. It caused me to not be able to eat for like 8 weeks. And y'all, because of this, everything was inflamed more. So inflammation was worse in my whole system. And it just made me everything was awful. I could not do anything. I couldn't even sleep anymore. And I was trying all the things and I wasn't able to do workouts at all anymore because the pain was so bad in my left arm and hand. I never went to the doctor to get diagnosed, but I would describe it like arthritis. And that was what caused Deborah to want to find out what I was doing, because it was aching and throbbing and numb and hurting, and I couldn't do anything without it hurting, then shooting pains. And, fast forward to 3 weeks in, the first thing I noticed was brain fog was gone. I was like, oh my gosh, I can think again. I got a brain still. Okay? But I mean, seriously, I was like, I can focus. And that was the first thing I noticed, energy. I felt more energized. I really started feeling happier, y'all. I was like, I didn't realize that it was the happy hormone, but it wasn't like I was super depressed, but I just was like, not motivated and just feeling blah, and I felt like, oh my gosh, I just feel like doing stuff again. I'm feeling like me again. And fast forward another few weeks in, I woke up one morning and I had no pain. And I went, oh my gosh, it's the first night that I've slept through the night. And I don't even know, months and months. And it just kept getting better and better. Next thing I know, the acid reflux was gone. The pain was gone. I'm doing my workouts. The stomach actual cramping and all those things that would, affect me with eating certain things, that has been improving. And then it's just continued to get better. So I was so excited that Deborah overheard me talking, and some other people did too. And next thing I know, I'm sharing with people, not even planning on it. I just wanted to feel better. And anybody relate to that? You just want to get through another day and be able to get up and not just be about getting to bed again at night, because that was what it was like for a little while. And I was drinking Pedialyte like nobody's business because my heart was like this all the time. It was my blood sugar. So y'all, this balances out all of that. It was amazing how much better I felt. And then I was excited to tell people because I started seeing my friends getting victory. This is one of my greatest friends here. And her story made me so excited to want to tell everybody else, because I was like, everybody needs this. But I'll let you finish your story.
Thanks. So like week 5, I was still kind of massaging my fingers, and the pain was still there. I had less brain fog, which was great. And I had more energy too. But by week 6, it was wonderful. I realized, wait a minute, I'm not massaging my thumbs that I would have to do every night because they were in so much pain. And then I realized, wait a minute, I don't have the shooting pains in my toes anymore. And then it became less inflammation in my feet. My hands started feeling better. My ring fingers didn't click. I don't know if y'all might know what that means, but it just clicking like in and out. I could grab a water bottle again and twist. And so I'm 7 months in now. I know it's a journey for me. I'm not fully better, but I'm like 75 to 80% better. I am way better. And for somebody with rheumatoid arthritis, that's huge. So the inflammation has decreased tremendously and the pain is gone. So I'm just so thankful. I'm thankful to Angela. I love these products. I'm happy to share. And I'm thankful to the Lord for bringing this along my path.
Yes.
Amen. And she also had victory with night sweats.
Yes. Y'all. X Factor
Oh my
Plus.
gosh. Yes, X Factor Plus women, if you're struggling with that. I'm not quite there yet, but for me, my cycles have completely changed and I'm sorry if men are on, but it's night and day. Like from being in pain to the level of pain, as well as how long, and it is just so much more manageable. So I feel like, my kids got their mom back, my husband got his wife back for the most part, right? But anyway, y'all, it's just amazing. And so this is the thing. Only like 3% of the population has heard of plexus, and every man, woman, and child has a gut. And just like what I discovered was like and I don't even know she had arthritis. You didn't even know I was struggling until I started talking about it. And so this is the thing I've discovered is everybody's got something they're going through and not everyone's talking about it. So, I'm just saying, you are going to be one person, and then you're going to, next thing you know, realize that all these other people around you also need this. Mm-hmm. This could be the answer to their prayers. Mm-hmm. This was the answer to prayers that I was praying and I didn't even know. And the Lord has been so good and so gracious to answer, not only with just a product, y'all, but a family. Like literally, and Deirdre, and how close we've become, and others that I didn't know except for now through this, and the team culture, the dynamic of all of it. It's just been so incredible to be able to see and bring hope to people, to be able to do this together with others, and we're making a difference. Mm-hmm. And the company is debt-free, so they're blessed to be a blessing. They do give bonuses and incentives and prizes, car bonuses, giveaways, trips, all kinds of stuff, y'all, but that's just the icing on top. The thing that's the best is changing lives, and physically and financially. And so I'm going to leave you with this. And I'm going to ask a question here in a second that I want y'all to go back to whoever invited you and answer the question. But let me just say this. So this is the thing. The two things people go to bed worried about at night. Number one is usually something to do with their finances, right? Am I right? And then until something's wrong with their health. And then then a lot of times people have both of those things. And that is also the two biggest things that people are usually looking into the new year as their top two things they want change. They want to make more money. They want to get healthier. They want to lose weight. You know what I mean? Things like that. So it's just, we have something on our hands that's the answer to both. We've got something that is going to change your life and people around you as well. And there's amazing opportunity right now too, by the way, to get in on a reset challenge. Reach out to your person who invited you about that, because there's going to be awesome meal plans, recipes, and all kinds of stuff, your accountability you can be a part of. So I want you to get back to whoever invited you in and answer the question, what are the top 3 things you want to see this do for you, or your health goals, the top 3 health goals that you would like to see this do for you. And you can add if there's a financial goal too. You can add what your top 3 things are that you want to see improvement in. And we're going to get you some kind of testimony that we're going to show you that will be related to that thing you're going to ask for help with. This is what I'm looking for help with. This is what I'm struggling with. And I want you to get back with that answer. And then we're going to put you in a drawing for this giveaway that we're going to be doing. But I also want to ask you another question. If you love these products, and it's going to change your life, okay? Mm-hmm. If you love these, would you share this with others? Would you be willing? And if we can give you exactly what you need to help you, and it's not a pushy thing, it's not a, you know what I mean? It's literally offering to people just the option. Hey, I'm not sure if you're interested or not, but would you want to check this out? It's something that I want to invite you to be a part of this with me. And so I just want to put that question in your mind too, because names are going to come to your head, because so many people are struggling around us. And y'all, my husband lost his position in the Army because of the mandates. I'm not trying to be offensive or political. It's the facts. People are losing their jobs right now because of the government shutdown and the mandates. And he also doesn't have a job right now because of that too. So y'all, I'm telling you, it's real. Praise the Lord for putting this in our path. I was able to cover our Christmas. I was able to help us go on vacation, y'all, before my son was deployed. And I couldn't even afford to do anything for Christmas last year for my husband for a gift, hardly. I mean, I was scraping pennies, literally scraping pennies to get pumpkin spice one day because I had $7 left in my account. And God has blessed this opportunity to get healthier and see lives change. So anyway,
That is all I have to say with y'all, but I want to say for y'all. But I want you guys to get back to the person that invited you in and tell them what you're looking for help with. Be specific. What are the top 3 things? And if it's financial blessing as well, you can include that. I know that this is about to cut off, so we can't stay on here too much longer, but I hope that this encouraged y'all that there is answers and there's hope. These products are literally changing lives. It's been amazing. So Deirdre, did you want to wrap up with anything else?
No, I think that's great. It is. And it's totally normal for, like, you know, as you feel better, names start coming, or you just start thinking of people. You're like, oh yeah, this person. And that's what I happened. I was like, oh yeah, this person kept saying their stomach hurt after they ate. This person's gluten-free, this person. So I'm just excited. I'm excited for people to feel better, because literally I was praying for 3 years, and thank the Lord, my friend Michelle reached out. So love those people, y'all. And so that's it. I'm going to stop recording real quick.